Virtual reality is a computer-generated environment with scenes and objects that appear to be real, making the user feel they are immersed in their surrounding. Next slide. Hello to all listeners. My name is Parastu. My team and I welcome you to the world of virtual reality. Next slide, please. Many of you might know Meta company using social platforms of these companies such as Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp has developed our communication regardless of geographical distances. This multinational technology company focuses on building technology where people can interact with each other, connect, find communities, and grow their business. Now, Meta is moving beyond 2D screens towards immersive experiences and virtual reality to help build the next evolution in social technology. Yes, that's Meta. Meta launched the Horizon Workrooms, a virtual space that helps teams work side by side, even if they are miles apart. Next slide. Have you ever think about why VR is important for our future? Why is it now on the top 10 of technology that all the technology company focuses on that? The way we work has changed during the pandemic. Many are more interested to work remotely and want flexible work options. But without the right connective tools, remote work still has plenty of challenges. Virtual reality is one of the technologies with highest projected potential for growth expansion of the metaverse industry. The technology supports the vision of metaverse clusters by aiding in creating the 3D virtual world, and now is booming to transform many aspects of our life. With VR, you can just as productive from anywhere with an internet connection. Next slide, please. So Meta launched Horizon Workrooms that enable you to join a meeting as an avatar or dial into the virtual room from your computer by video call, using features like a mixed reality desk and keyboard tracking, hand tracking, remote desktop, streaming, and video conferencing. Integration has created a different kind of productivity experience. You can use a huge virtual whiteboard to sketch out ideas as big as your ideas, a room to sit every task, meeting notes, file sharing, calendar integration, and chat that feel like more you're together in person. Isn't that interesting? These cutting edge collaboration tools. I'm going to hand it over to my classmate Mehak Noor to talk about the background of this topic. Thank you for listening to me.
Hi guys, my name is Magno Singh and I'm continuing the background part. So as Parasto mentioned, the why VR is very important for the people in the future. So I'm gonna tell you about why is it so important for the future. As we know, the virtual reality meeting is very important. Like it's very useful for the people nowadays. Like in the corona pandemic, people used the Zoom meetings, the Microsoft meetings, but now people usually using these meetings like in colleges and meetings in offices. People used to do these kind of meetings to avoid the like many circumstances, like to save the time, save the traveling time, save the organizing event expenses, so and all and that. In so online meeting on Zoom, Microsoft, but in those meeting people cannot give their 100%. So the virtual reality meeting is much more beneficial than the Zoom and Microsoft meeting. So in which people can see the clear expressions and emotions of the people, everyone will get benefit from these type of meetings. Next slide, please. So the VR background is very good because VR is usually used by the gaming companies to provide the good experience to the kids who play the games. So, but over the next few years in VR, as in all the fields of technology, we are going to see things that make what is cutting edge today, like the Space Invaders, and although the games will be amazing, the effects of transformation will be far broader, touching on our work, education, and social life. So today's most popular VR application involves taking total control of user senses, sight and hearing particularly, to create totally immersive experience that places the users in a fully virtual environment that feels pretty realistic. So very soon VR creators will extend the sensory hijacking to our other facilities, for example touch and smell, and deepen the senses of immersion. At the same time, the devices we use to visit these virtual worlds will become cheaper and lighter, removing the friction that can currently be barrier. Next slide please. So climbing up something high and look down, and you're really likely to get a sense of vertigo. If you see an object moving quickly towards your head, you will feel an urge to duck out of the way. So as before, the VR is not much introduced to the world, but in future it will be very beneficial for the people. So people can use it everywhere, like in classes, in colleges, like people can see the professor's expression and how he gonna introduce the topic, because most of the students are facing problem. They can't understand what the professor is teaching online. So it's very beneficial, mainly beneficial. It will be mainly beneficial for the students and the office workers. So now I'm going to hand the next part applications to my teammate Ivan.
Thank you, Makanu. Hi, everyone. My name is Ivan. I will be talking about the application in VR nowadays. Imagine working in a space with no spatial limit, no physical distance limit, and we don't need to wear masks anymore in an office. This is a place called Metaverse, where the future office could be. Actually, there are some companies started using Horizon Workroom as a tool to communicate in business. Some departments in Meta company use Horizon Workroom for meetings twice a week, and the virtual meeting room can support up to 50 total participants at once. So, what we need to prepare before going into virtual world? First, you need a device called MetaQuest, which allows you to see the visual in the virtual world. And second, you will need the joystick to capture your hand gestures. But now there is a new technology to capture the fingers movement just by the head device, so the cost will be lower in the future. Once you enter the software, you realize you will be able to see your colleagues with their digital faces, and when you move your body, you will be able to draw and write and show the body language to each other. It is very helpful for discussion, for presentation, and even seeing everyone's facial reactions in the virtual meeting rooms. Of course, the technology requires the cost of the device, also a good networking, so everyone can synchronize in the same time. And because of um, the stage of this technology is quite preliminary, so people might feel some optical issue and some nausea. Meta company has developed an agreement of users which to protect users the user's right and their privacy. However, the voice control is somehow bringing the privacy problem compared to real-world interaction. Moreover, the data is easy to be stealed during a conference or meeting. And I'm going to pass my presentation to my teammate. He'll be talking about the future of this product.
Thank you, Evan. Thank you, my friend. So, hi, my name is Deepak Kumar, and I'll be taking over on the part projected development by the company. Next slide, please. So, as we all know, by using whiteboards, VR workstations, calendar applications, file sharing, chat, and other virtual office tools, Employees may collaborate in an online setting utilizing Horizon Workrooms. It is a platform for virtual reality and produced by Meta, Facebook. Additionally, we are aware that none of this would be possible without the development of technology. The multinational corporations and companies should be extremely grateful for this technological innovation because it has allowed them to save a significant amount of time and money with no need to physically relocate or get everyone together. Conducting online meetings has never been so simple thanks to Horizon Workrooms. This may save a ton of time and increase productivity. Next slide, please. When it comes to new employment chances brought on by Horizon Workrooms, the first one to emerge is the creation of virtual reality gaming facilities, which is a fantastic potential for the people with an interest in gaming industry. Additionally, due to Horizon Workrooms, conferences and meetings are increasingly becoming virtual reality events, requiring extensive initial setup and technology as well as expertise in conference management. As a result, there will be a demand for technicians and specialists in VR technology. For individuals who are interested in the realm of virtual reality, this may thus be a great opportunity to build their career. One more significant benefit of Horizon Workrooms is that users may experience total immersion through virtual reality, and all thanks goes to the Horizon Workrooms. And participants' bodies language may be used to convey their intents and sentiments. Therefore, in the near future, this firm will likewise positively impact the teaching profession, since professors may effectively communicate their ideas and opinions to the students digitally. They don't need to spend a fortune going to another country for further education. Thus, those who are interested in the teaching profession will have more job options available to them. In any case, the world's public VR facility offered by Horizon is an asset to the technology industry and will have a good influence in the future. Additionally, the soon to be active startup Horizon Workrooms has made some forecasts. The following are those predictions. With the new Oculus Remote Desktop Companion app for Mac and Windows, you can simply and rapidly access your whole computer from virtual reality. Utilizing the updated Oculus avatars and special audio technologies, feel more connected and enjoy more casual interactions. Workrooms created with the intention of relying heavily on user input via the hands rather than the controls. So this was all my part, and I'm handing over the conclusion to our next partner, Viraj Desai. Thank you.
Hello everyone, I'll be concluding the presentation. To begin with, I will be explaining about the future plans of Facebook. As per Zuckerberg, the definite quality of the metaverse is going to be the feeling of presence. You are going to really feel like you are there with other people. You will see their facial expressions or body language. You will be able to teleport instantly as a hologram to be at the office without a commute, at the concert with friends, or in your parents' living room to catch up. The avatars will be common as profile pictures on social media sites, but instead of a static image, there will be living 3D representations of you. Users may be able to customize their avatars for work and play. You are going to have virtual clothes for different occasions, designed by different creators from different apps and experiences. While some of the building blocks of the metaverse are already here, much of the technology is still away from being widely available. Facebook says it does not want to own the metaverse and is making tools available that will allow developers to connect its platform with other developers. Next slide, please. So now I'll be explaining about how VR helps in business communication. By stimulating real-world interactions, VR and other immersive technologies can make computer-mediated communication feel more inclusive and engaging. Until recently, VR technology was mainly associated with the gaming industry because initially it was a target market. However, A recent forecast indicates that this technology must have assets for a variety of organizations. They have predicted that by 2025, more than half of all VR users will be outside of the software market. Technology expert Brian believes that the use of VR technology in business has the potential to increase productivity across multiple industries. He reckons that over the next 3 years, business adoption could overtake consumer adoption as the trend becomes well established. In addition, a report issued by the market research firm IDC stated that by 2020, the VR market will reach more than $162 billion, with the majority of this revenue coming from the United States, Western Europe, and Asia, as enterprises in these regions endorse this technology. Next slide, please. In addition to providing students with immersive learning experiences, other benefits of virtual reality in education include the ability to inspire students' creativity and spark their imaginations. And this can motivate them to explore new academic interests. VR in education also helps students struggling to understand difficult academic concepts. The benefits of virtual reality in education go beyond academics as well to include cultural competence. The ability to understand another person's culture and values, an important skill in today's interconnected global society. For example, a virtual reality field trip to other parts of the world exposes students to cultures other than their own. Growing evidence suggests that VR in education can improve students' outcomes too. For example, in a March 2019 report at Tech Cities, a study showing that students in a mixed reality biological classroom received higher scores than other students. And VR can help with memory retention and recall. In a VR setting, students can interact with what they see as if they were really there. Next slide, please. When you think of incorporating virtual reality in a classroom, you might probably believe that it completely takes away the opportunity for the teachers to focus solely on each and every student. In reality, though VR actually helps in one-on-one learning, and this is actually necessary for some students. Using technology such as VR, the teacher actually has a chance to communicate solely with one student and help provide them the needed materials to improve and better themselves. The student won't have to feel ashamed to ask something in front of the entire classroom, as this whole experience is a lot more personal and it can improve the cooperation and the relation between the student and the teacher. Next slide, please. VR, if utilized properly, can be a great tool for students, business, and many other sectors. So I hope that you all got to learn something new. Thank you so much.